Hey, what's up guys? So I kind of wanted to make a video on this TFT build. As you guys can see right now, I'm Platinum 365 LP. I climbed all the way, so I'm gonna go to op.gg because I've noticed that no one's really playing this build and no one's really showing any of it. So I'm gonna show you guys basically what you are gonna build, and just to show you guys kind of how fast I climbed up, we're gonna go ahead and pull up the op.gg. So if you can see here, I started playing on June 28th, and that was gold 310 LP, and I shot up all the way. Like, I didn't lose a single game until we got to platinum 2, 28 LP. I lost a couple of games. I was really tired, and I'm gonna basically show you guys how to build this. So I'm just gonna go to any composition, and I'm gonna pull this one up because this one's probably the best. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and show you guys basically how to build this. So the build is like this, but then you utilize Poppy and Sona. So Sona will go here, Talia would go here, Teemo goes here, and then the last champion that you utilize would be like Poppy. And you can use Tristana as an item holder in the meantime. So that's basically how the composition goes. Where's Vel'Koz? Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and start playing and show you guys how I basically got to platinum really quickly. I already made a video on it, but it didn't really get a lot of views. A lot of people have been stuck. As far as these are concerned, it doesn't really matter. The one thing that I have noticed, because it's something that I wanted to test out, is that you kind of need to play Lee Sin if you want to go ahead and make it work. I think right now we have Top Catch, and it just doesn't do it for me. Having that champion duplicator that you get with Lee Sin and being able to reroll makes a really big difference, and just utilizing gold to try to win your advantage doesn't really do too much. So I'll show you guys basically how to play. But it's basically like that, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna push levels like how you did like standard. So once you go ahead and have your first round, you go ahead and level up level 4s. Once you hit carousel, you level up again. Oh, what a great start. What a great start. Sell this right away. And basically what you're gonna do is that you're gonna get to level 6 as quickly as possible. Once you hit level 6, you're gonna go ahead and use all your money to re-roll so that you can level 3-star everything. As soon as you 3-star Teemo or Talia, then you're gonna go ahead and push to level 7. You're gonna put Jarvan the 4th if you don't utilize Poppy, right? If you have Poppy, then you put Poppy in and get the Demacia buff. If you don't have Poppy and you get the J4, put the J4, because having Strategist is better. If you get an Azir, you can place him in as well. Just whatever you need to do so that you can go ahead and win. I'll show you guys. You'll pretty much lose streaks. Sometimes you get really lucky and win streak, but for the most part, I'm going into the mindset that I'm going to lose all the way until I hit Krugs. So after I go ahead and hit Krugs, then I'm going to go ahead and start win streaking. I unfortunately didn't switch the champion, so I'm playing as Tahm Kench. But hopefully this is a good game anyways. But I have noticed that when I went on that giant win streak, I was playing with Lee Sin only. And then once I went ahead and tried Tahm Kench, because I wanted to see if utilizing gold would be a little bit better, that's when I actually ended up getting demoted. So we're automatically... Okay, we're not going to utilize any of these. We're going to get this. That like that, pre-level up, put Tristana in. She's the only one that's doing anything. Actually, we're gonna do this like that. That's the most optimal thing. So if you push level 9, it's always better to go ahead and put an Azir in. That's pretty much the only thing. It doesn't really happen that often, but what you do is that you basically keep a Tristana or whatever Yordle you get, right? It's gonna be a while before you go ahead and 3-star Teemo, Talia, and Swain. So what you do is that you keep one in your bench so that you put them in, and then it just kind of depends on the lobby. Sometimes it's better to play J4, sometimes it's better to go ahead and put Poppy in and throw in another Yordle so that Teemo's 4-star. for the most part, all it does is that his ability splashes and does more damage, right? So it just kind of does a little bit more. But as far as damage is concerned, as you can see, it's still 465% once he's 3-star, and he's going to be your priority. And sometimes you play games where you get a lot of poppies or you get a lot of Vel'Kosses or Sonas. I always try to pick them up because you just basically need a 3-star 3 champions. It doesn't necessarily have to be Swain and Talia every single time. That's what it's going to be 99% of the time. But the one time that you don't, right, sometimes you'll 3-star a poppy or something when you get Lee Sin if you get a lot of them. And then you can just push levels. As long as you got your core, which is just the Teemo, and Talia, then you're pretty much good to push forward as far as levels are concerned. So these rounds are going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more boring. And you always want to prioritize items on Teemo. The most important item for Teemo to have is blue buff. And then after that you put Giant Slayer and Dual Gauntlet. And it's just that whatever order you get it on. Which is why I kind of have the tier on Teemo. I should have put this on him, because that would have made it a little bit better, because his abilities would do more damage. So that would be more optimal, and once you get blue buff you just throw it in. But I didn't do that, so we're gonna go ahead and get the Sona, put her in, leave her like that. And then you're gonna put all the tank items on Swain. That's basically how you're gonna play the game. And once you get the 4th multicaster, your team gets really strong out of nowhere. Like, people don't see it coming. They're like, whoa, this dude just like was losing. And that's the thing, I thought that a little bit more people were gonna be playing my build once I started like getting higher elo, because usually no one really follows the meta. Once you're like platinum, everyone starts kind of playing really aggressively. But the fact that I got to platinum 2 just in a straight shot means that this is a great build that's consistent. A lot of the times, if you can get like there's that one stage where you can go ahead and get like 2 tactician's crowns. Dude, that is the best. You're automatically gonna win because you're gonna stay a level 6, but then you can put all your units in. So you can put the Poppy and the J4 plus an Azir, right? And you'd still level 6, and you're gonna be so strong in your mid game that you're just gonna annihilate everyone. So again, ideally I'm trying to get this tier. If I don't get that, then I'm gonna get a glove. If I don't get that, then I'll get a BF sword. Looks like they're gonna let us get the tier though. Wow. Can't believe they let us do that. One thing though is that if they get a 3-star Darius, you're gonna have a hard time beating them. Just because they're gonna push levels for a lot of the game. So that's kind of like your only counter. But even then, I noticed that even though I lose rounds to these people, like I still end up winning at the end of the day. So we're gonna put that, I guess, in the meantime. Yeah, that's the most optimal build right now. I think we'll still lose this round, but like I said, once you get that 3rd multicaster, it's when you really start to take off. Do a lot more damage. In the meantime, the team is really weak, but it's okay. The fact that we won these 2 rounds right here is good enough for me.
Demacia is my home, but I'll never forget Ionia.
And I'm sorry that I'm not like being a little bit more entertaining. It's just that this part of the game is really, really boring because you don't do anything. Because basically all you're trying to do right now is save as much gold so that you can spend it all in the next round when you reroll, right? So you just save, 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 and then 3-star everything. Looks like we're probably gonna 3-star Teemo first. We're at 92 health. Normally, I play games and I kid you not, I'm like at 60, 70 HP in the early game. But the fact that we're this far ahead, like that means that this is gonna be a really good game. The fact that we already have a 2-star Teemo is really good as well. Oh my god, and they're gonna give us the J4 right away? That's kinda nuts that they're doing that. Okay, well, this is probably gonna be GG, boys. Literally crazy. And one thing that you can do as well is that once you get everything basically where you need, you can focus on stabilizing your board. So I don't normally do this because you want to have a Giant Slayer on Teemo, but normally you don't get these items the way you do. A really good item is to go ahead and put Shojin on Talia, because she's really, 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 really strong. So we're gonna just honestly pre-level. That should make it so we win, because we're already at 70. We just need the Fell cost and then we should automatically beat everyone. But J4 is a lot better because of the strategist. It gives your front line an extra 200 shield, and it gives the multicasters an additional 20% 20 ability power, and since Teemo's your main carry, you know that's huge. Huge, 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 huge advantage that you have. And once you have Swain in there, you know, then you get an extra 30. So that's why it's better to put J4 instead of Poppy. Okay, we're gonna see, because the one, I always re-roll these, because the one thing that I like to use is the strategist heart. If you get a strategist heart, it's always better to get that regardless of what the other augments are, because it makes your team a lot stronger. We're gonna re-roll, Oh yeah.
The world
Nice.
will fall to darkness, but Noxus will remain.
Demacia is my home, but I'll never forget Ionia.
That's what we need. We are golden, boys.
I've got you.
Golden. If they couldn't beat us beforehand, they're not beating us anytime soon. Looks like we might end up 3-starring the Sona. I've also played games like that as well, right? Where I 3-star all my 2-cost units and also 3-star all my 3-star units, and I barely hit level 8.
This world is frayed and in need of mending.
And like I said, no one's really playing or built anyways. We pretty much have everything to stabilize. The only thing that we basically would have to make this board a little bit better would be a 2-star Vel'Koz, but this is pretty much perfect as far as like our board is concerned. Like Talia with Shojin, but the thing is that most of the time you don't get enough tiers, so that's why Teemo is always the priority, right? Because you want to put the items on him, you want to put the dual gauntlet, and you want to have the blue buff at least, right? Most of the time you don't get another tier. I played games where like even like it's not until like the last round that I finally get the full buff on Teemo. But if you're able to get 3 tiers, Shojin, dude, Talia is so strong with Shojin. So strong. That's why we're like annihilating everyone the way that we are right now. It's because she has that Shojin. And then ideally what you would want to put would be like Chalice and Shojin with a dual gauntlet on her, and then put her next to her. So in the meantime, I have this layout right there, but then I'll swap Vel'Koz and put her where Talia is at. So right now, we're gonna try to get none of that. Okay, we're gonna try to pick that Talia because we still need to go ahead and get that Giant Slayer. Plus having an extra Talia. And don't be afraid of doing that as well. Items, as long as you get blue buff, is not really that important. It's good to get units so that you can 3-star your people a lot quicker as well. Okay, we're gonna grab these two.
The world may fall to darkness, but Noxus will remain.
So I'm gonna actually reroll. There you go.
Reporting in.
The world may fall to darkness,
That
but
sucks.
Noxus will remain.
Oh well.
Reporting in.
I was gonna sell the Sona, but it kind of looks like we're gonna 3-star her. So the fact that we have this many, so that's why Lee Sin's really strong. Because then we would have had that temp duplicator and we would have used it on Teemo right away. Okay, we have to sell Sona. It is what it is, boys.
Fall to darkness, but Noxus will remain. All according to
Should've got that Vel'Koz.
I miss the darkness of the void. Shurima is where all paths converge.
Alright, boys. We just need one Talia and then we're golden. The reason I wanted to try playing Tahm Kench is because statistically he's more better because you get to get more gold, and that means that usually it takes about 10 or 12 rerolls for you to 3-star a champion. So I wanted to try it out, but Lee Sin is just so much more consistent in my opinion as far as like units and everything are concerned, so I just prefer playing with Lee Sin a lot more than I do with Tahm Kench. Right now, we just got really lucky, probably because we haven't played for a couple of days, so they want us to win our first game, right, so that we continue to play again. But for the most part, I've noticed that I do a lot better when I play with Lee Sin compared to everybody else. Because now, there's no point in rerolling. Now it's just saving up money so that we can push levels.
Guess we're fighting.
Pretty much got everything we need. Put that on Teemo. Alright. Next round I'll push levels and then we'll have that one buff, Demacia, so then Sona will do a little bit more damage, but overall our board is looking pretty strong. It's pretty later into the game, but right now usually you don't even, in my experience, you don't 3-star everything until you get to Raptors. So the fact that we're this far ahead just means we should be fine. We might as well just save up all our money and then just push levels so that we can hit level 9. And we can put that as here in, and then that should make it so that we win. I don't see us losing. See, look how strong Talia is, dude. She's the one that's like doing all the damage right now. This dude thought he was gonna beat us. He didn't expect us to just whoop it out the way we did. They're so confused. Strategist heart, baby. Strategist heart. That's like the most perfect, ideal thing ever that we have. Wow. That makes us so much stronger. So much stronger. I'm gonna push levels once, and then we're just gonna hold interest. And the reason I'm doing it the way that I am is because we're gonna do it like that, so that way Talia gets that buff. I want to just kind of keep this win streak going, because that'll make it so that we definitely win. Definitely win. If we can hit level 9, this is like game over, boys. Unless like they get lucky, like dude, last time I lost the game because someone got a 3-star Beldev, and then someone else got like 3-star Kaisa and like all these other fucking crazy compositions, and I'm like, whoa, what the heck? How do you even land that? And he literally got it like the last second. 2 HP. And we're win streaking the way we were win streaking right now for the entire game. But the fact that we have Strategist Heart, really, really, really good for us. We need to keep our eye out to get a Yordle. Ideally, you want to put Heimerdinger in, but you can't be that greedy. You know, the chances of you getting a Heimerdinger when you're level 7 is not very high. So that's why I always just pick up any Yordle that I get when the free rerolls. It doesn't matter whether it's Tristana or Kled or whatever, and I just put them in so that we can get the 4-star Teemo. If we end up getting lucky enough to get one. If not, it's probably not going to happen until we hit level 9, if I'm being honest. So we're just going to hold interest all the way until Raptors. Because there's no point, and since we have the rich get richer, then it's going to be all the way until we have 70 gold. As long as we can win streaking, great. If we start losing a couple rounds here and there, it's not really a big deal, it's expected. I don't think that's gonna happen, because most of the time I win all these rounds anyways at level 7, so the fact that we have that extra unit and we have Demacia should make it so that we're good. Plus we have the extra Strategist Heart, which is huge. I need this one. Need the dagger. If you don't get the dagger, then you can get the health, Giant's Belt. You could pick up Teemo, so that we could put the tank item on Swain. Forget what that's called. I think it's Gargoyle Stoneplate. Yeah. So then now we're tanky, we're doing good, pushing levels, holding gold, holding interest. This is like the most perfect game for you guys to watch. And again, this is a Platinum 3 game. You know, it's Platinum 3 75 LP. So we're not playing bronze, we're not playing gold, right? We're playing higher platinum, about to be platinum 2. Once you start hitting people with diamond, it's just really hard because people played really aggressive. We might not win this one, we probably will, but just Heimerdinger is kind of strong. It depends if Swing can stay alive. Alright, we should. Okay, so this is the first round we lost. But we're already at 70 gold, basically, so it's not really a bad deal. And I feel bad because they don't understand how much stronger you get exponentially. Right? So, like a lot of these games, you won't hit 3 stars until you hit Raptors, and you'll be behind. You'll be like right here, right, with like 20 LP. And then you'll push level 7, you'll put a unit in, and then you'll like barely win or maybe lose by like 1 champion like you just did just now, right? Then you hit level 8, and they're expecting that they're gonna walk all over you, and you just annihilate everyone. And they're like, why is he so strong just because he's level 8? You know, because putting everything in there and having the full synergy of the team makes it a really big difference. in our power level. So this guy we're gonna knock out for sure. There's no way he's gonna beat us. Please. Oh, what? Dude, that Kaisa, dude. Kaisa's so strong. So not fair. Come on. Okay, cool. So it looks like we're putting Kled in.
Me, and me alone.
I don't see what's the point of scouting. If you notice, I didn't scout a single round. No one's playing this build. When there's like 2 or 3 people left, I'll scout in case I have a Zephyr or something like that, but for the most part, there's no... You just focus on the way you play. You tend to climb a lot better. And then you start always looking at people and trying to figure out what they're trying to do. Okay, so... I'm gonna do that. Pick up these here. Sell the swing. Put this in. Change this by that.
Every step, a new journey.
Okay. Then personally, I like doing this. Because I like making our front line tankier. We tend to do a lot better when we do that. In my opinion. Then Sona doing a little bit more damage. And then next round we'll level up. And then you guys will see, like, we're gonna just walk all over everyone. Later. Sorry, buddy. You aren't gonna beat me this time. As much as you want to. What we're about to do is gonna be really messed up. Because we're just gonna push to level 9 as well. You're not gonna see that coming. So that's usually my setup. This is gonna make us really strong. Really strong. And then once we put a 0 in, that's basically GG, because we have 800 shield plus an extra 70. Which is a lot. I think this dude beat us last time, but look, we're just destroying. Like, not even close, dude. I feel bad. What we're doing is like borderline cyberbullying right now. Dude, imagine how much your ego must hurt too. Like, you think you're like good and you're getting annihilated this badly. Oof. And I always place that like that. Next round we'll level up. And then I always put the auto repair one. So when they destroy the turret, it comes back up in 2 seconds. There's no point in scouting me. Stop. Like, it's not gonna make a difference. Like, what is the point of you doing that? Yeah, are you signaling because I'm gonna take you out of the game, dude? I'm gonna hit level 9 next round. Dude, and you have all your units bunched up like that? Ouch. So we're top 4, for sure. Now we're gonna get first place? I don't know. Is this guy gonna get a 3-star Kaisa out of nowhere? Maybe. That's what our luck's been lately, if I'm being honest. Get the Heimerdinger, because, like, why not? Or not. Cool, I'll just take this. Guess you could do that. I feel so bad. They're like, oh god, why are they so strong? Okay, this guy was good. He beat us last time, right? So we'll find out if he can beat us again this round. No, he can't. Nice. Lock the store in. Get the next Heimerdinger. We're just so strong. There's literally nothing they can do to beat us. Oh, it's so insane. This guy beat us last time too. If we beat this guy, it's GG for them. Which we should. Oh. Ouch. This is a messed up win. This is a really messed up win. Because 76 health at Platinum to win that much is like so messed up. So messed up. Dude, and we still have 3 1-star units. Like, you know? The fact that there's like nothing that they can do to beat us is like, oh dude, I just feel bad. Come here.
Demacia, now and forever.
Guess I'll just use that.
Shurima is where all paths converge.
Oh, the damage.
This will put a wrench in their plans.
Oh, please kill me once. Just once. Kill me once. One time, please. Dude. There's nothing he can do. That's the sad part. You can't move your units around. You literally can't do anything. You're just kind of stuck. Oh, that one was even more brutal. Alright, well, that's how you get first place win. That's how you play this build in Platinum. So, hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys like. If you have any questions about anything, that is the absolute ideal way to play it. It's a lot better with Lee Sin because it's a lot more consistent. As you can see, we got promoted again to Platinum 2. First place win, 7 LP.